member of the Federation most of my life. I grew up here in Greensboro, and I've been an active part of programs that the Federation supports.
We got involved because when we moved here, we got a call from a lovely woman who asked if we wanted to join the Young Leadership Group.
We've been members of the Federation as long as I think we've been members of the Greensboro community.
In 1972, I became a member of the Federation. So now it's 47 years? A long time.
I think that, my parents felt very blessed in having the kind of success that they had, and where their main focus was giving back and building this community. And I think my father was in the Federation offices at the temple and realizing that this community needs something much more, and basically said, let's go build we'll help you build a Federation building. And that's what they did.
I think we were drawn to the missions program because of the impact that it can have. Folks travel together, they build community together, and then when they come back, they want to be active parts of the Federation. Leadership comes from those who travel together and go on these missions. And when you see the importance of how people come back and how they want to be a part of the Federation, it really makes you want to be a part of the program.
What drew us to the missions program was that we were asked to kind of recruit a younger crowd by Linda and Jerry Shapiro, and also Ellen and Gary Fisher. And I guess because they asked us, we said we would. Without having experienced it, I didn't know how I would feel really about it until after we went. And just traveling with people that are part of your community, it is a way that you become so much closer. Just being on a bus, staying in a hotel, exploring someplace new for many people, it just really spoke to me because I thought it was a way to make our community a smaller, tighter community.
And I think the bonding was forever. There are people who went on missions 15 years ago and they still feel connected.
So Judy Gruner came to you because she thought this was a good program for you. And so why do you think it was such a good program for you, a good fit?
Interest in children's books?
Yes, I had my daughter and I had a children's bookstore.
So you were very interested in
13
children's books and interested in children's Jewish books.
Right, and we were always featured a Jewish book section, but there wasn't that much available.
And it didn't really sell very well to our normal clientele that came into the bookstore.
Yeah.
So it was great if they could get a bigger market, yes.
But they decided that they wanted to find a community that was equal to size of Greensboro and had approximately, equal amount of Jewish people. And it just so happens that Steve Mackler at that time had gotten involved in Moldova. And Jim Edelman. And he and Jim Edelman had gone to Moldova, and he came back and suggested that he thought that Dulce might be, a nice town or city for us to twin with.
So my mother-in-law was really an extraordinary woman. And what some people may not know about her is when she was 28 years old and had 4 children, she was widowed. And she was lucky that she had the means to get by, and then she was lucky that she met my father-in-law, who always used to say how lucky he was that he got this already formed family that he could marry into. But I think she thought about what her life would have been like if she hadn't had anything and had been left with 4 children and no way to take care of them. So she was very sympathetic with people who experienced tough times, and she wanted to make sure that our Jewish community had a structure, a formal way to take care of families who were in need.
I think the benefit to the missions is being able to have an experience as a group where you have access to speakers and organizations and seeing things and I guess having your eyes open to different opportunities, but then you get to discuss it with the other participants, which I think brings it to a deeper level of learning and understanding.
So I think the missions program at the Greensboro Jewish Federation has evolved in adding different types of trips that we go on, adding our boutique missions to various cities around the world, along with our Israel missions, and really reintroducing folks to Israel who maybe were there 10, 20 years ago, and bringing them back and letting them see how far Israel has come in the last few decades.
Also, there's lots of Jewish programming that's been
to mission.
Following the topics of the books, and there's
Yeah, they've done some great work.
great programs in Greensboro that gets other people involved that may not have even been involved with the Jewish community at all or ever would have gotten involved.
What do you see as the future of the program?
We'd like to see it grow. And everybody go for it.
So we're always going to be doing things for Moldova, like through Steve Mackler and the Rotary, and so through them, hopefully, we'll still keep our connection.
I think the future is outstanding. I think the mission program is now in wonderful, wonderful hands with Keith and Erin and Erin and Jen, and I think that they will continue, and I think it will do nothing but grow from here on in.
You know, I'm hopeful that the Jewish community remains as strong as it is today, and that there's continued financial support and programming and vibrancy because this Jewish community has been such a wonderful place to be a part of and to live in, that if we all don't pitch in to make sure that happens, then the future generations won't have had the wonderful experience that we've had.